Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
I'm Fact Checker Rage.
And we are back. We know it's been a minute since you've seen us. But we here. We back. Hang on, we'll put us to the gallery view. We back. We all together. The team. Digga. Happy New Year. What's goody?
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Rage. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, sir.
Now, I know it's a little late. People been like, damn, where the fuck the Godcast been? The Godcast. We love the Godcast. How come y'all ain't been putting out no shows? Well, we here to let y'all know. First of all, as you can see, I myself right now am back in the original Yanadameen gigs. Back at the rest. Oh shit, somebody opened the door in the back. Hey,
we like the bloopers. Oh shit.
So, yeah, I'm back at the original Yanadameen studio.
Yeah, got a little doggy in the background.
Shout out to Bruno over there. Anubis is in his cage over here. Oh no, matter of fact, he's on the floor behind me. You might see him later. Digga's at her crib. And Rage, unfortunately.
Is it an undisclosed location? But not.
Do you want to say undisclosed location, or do we really want to tell the truth about where you at right now?
I really want to tell the truth because I think 2020 it's all about being transparent and responsible.
Right, and I think the viewers can help you hold yourself to certain things that you need to be held to. So yes, Rage right now is reporting from the hospital. Okay? He's in the hospital because this man likes to, drink Coca-Cola and eat donuts and cakes and cookies and a bunch of shit that he shouldn't eat, combined with not exercising. And, this man's in the hospital right now and not just as a visitor. Like, he's staying the night type of shit.
Word. Take a look at the digs. Look at the digs.
People, we talk about our health a lot on this show. And, health is wealth. We as Black people, we know about longevity, and we gotta apply our knowledge, especially when we smarter. Rage, you're a smart dude. You gotta take better care of your health because life is valuable, okay?
Yes, sir.
And life is short. That kind of segues us into
Word.
Whoa. No. I'm sorry.
I was about to say that was a great segue, but first we need to explain to the audience what has taken us so long, why we are in our cribs right now, and just let folks know what we've been dealing with.
So when we were on hiatus for the new year, you had Nimrod's Day coming up. Then you had, New Year's Day, which both fell on days that we usually record, which is a Wednesday. So we had hiatuses. And during that time, the venue, which has become our home for the Yanadameen Godcast, the Black Lady Theater in Brooklyn, was locked by the marshals on what the owners and the community are deeming basically to be an illegal seizure. We were locked out of the place that we film at. We had our lights in there, we had our tripods, and we had our microphones in there, sound equipment, all kind of stuff inside this theater. You know, somebody got a TV on in the background or something.
I hear it, but it's not me.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So basically, our stuff was in there, you know, held hostage by the marshal, and so we were suffering an injustice. You know, our brother Omar Hardy, you know, one of the rightful owners of the Black Lady Theater. You know, his stuff was being held hostage. Anybody connected to the Black Lady Theater stuff was being held hostage. And so right now we're in between venues to shoot. Now, don't you worry. We are working diligently to find a new place to shoot. We've been graciously offered a few places by, you know, some viewers and stuff like that, and we're looking into them. But I'm always trying to move, you know, to the next level, get it bigger and better. And I think I have something in the works that, you know, is going to take this show to the next level. That being said, you know, I need us as a people to use our voice to rally around the Black Lady Theater, send our you know, our disdain for what's going on, you know, go to our local politicians in Brooklyn. I think Robert Carnegie is a politician in that section, Crown Heights.
Actually, Jay, if I may touch and I have some fresh information.
Go ahead, Ray, because you work very closely with the Black Lady Theater. Matter of fact, you're the one that got us in there, so speak.
Please. Okay. First, I have to just quell the disinformation out there about, you know, it being up to the negligence of the Hardy family and not paying bills and all that. This is fraud going back to the founder of the Slave Theater, Mr. Judge Phillips. So this thing has been decades in the making. I want to give a shout out to the Hardy family. They keep beautiful records, beautiful, responsible people, and kept it as a resource for the community. So this is just another land grab. Currently, the best place to get the most current information is to go to theblacklady.com/action. And, you know, we don't really want to shout out the names of some of the local politicians because some of them are actually involved in these, you know, quote unquote, you know, gentrified campaigns, what we call land grabs. So we want to be careful about what names we put out there. So to get the play-by-play, we definitely ask the people to go to theblackladytheater.com/action. Please.
Okay, did we lose Digga? We lost Digga somehow.
Oh, yeah?
There you go. She's back.
You.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. My shit just completely faded to black. All right, I'm back. What did I do?
Probably pressed your breastises against something.
Nah, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I guess my Wi-Fi just started getting weird, slowing down. So I just switched the network.
That's that Newark internet, you know.
Yeah, you know, you in the fucking building and it's like a million motherfuckers.
It's that Newark, you know, it's like shit just doesn't.
A million motherfuckers trying to illegally download Power right now. You know the vibes.
True.
You know the vibes.
So, so I guess we could cut, you know what I mean, from when we lost you, and we could just kind of come back in. So,
okay,
it's all good. So yeah, basically, in a nutshell, that's what's going on with the Black Lady Theater. Again, what was the website, Rage?
theblackladytheater.com/action.
Again, theblackladytheater.com//action.
Correct.
So you can go there and get information on what's going on with the Black Lady Theater. You know, we support them here at the Yanadameen Godcast, and you know, we hope to get back in the building. You know what I mean? We hope that they can get back in the building. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get back in there, but we hope that they can get back in there. So now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Gentrification is running amok everywhere, especially here in Newark. And it's funny because this is probably the blackest city next to Chicago. Detroit. And somebody thought it was a good idea to put a hockey stadium downtown Newark.
Yeah.
So
I always thought that was weird. I was like,
about that at all.
The Devils? y'all really put the Devils in downtown Newark? Like, what the fuck was that all about?
Yeah, when it first started, you would have all the cops that, you know, crime actually went up for a little bit because you had all the cops downtown escorting folks from Penn Station two blocks down to the theater. So y'all got all the traffic and all the cops down there while everybody like 2 blocks up from Martin Luther King Boulevard on.
Yeah. I witnessed that.
Okay, Alexa.
That bitch butted in.
Yeah, no, she just actually butted it. She just butted in to tell me that the Wi-Fi is acting up. I know, baby. I had to switch the network. I know. Yeah, but everything Martin Luther King Boulevard on, you know, on up the hill is Newark still. So it's pretty funny.
Aren't hockey fans traditionally kind of rowdy / racist? Like I could feel like a group of hockey, you know, back in the days, you know.
Can I say something?
Fans might be running through the subway, and you know, they might hurl a nigger at somebody if they felt like they had enough numbers.
Hockey, football. I feel like I feel like those sports fans are the worst. Like they're the fanatics. Like we not out trashing bars.
Football, they used to seeing black people there though. At hockey, not so much.
Yeah, you know I'm about to say when our teams lose, we not out trashing bars and stuff. So
it's not that serious. All right. I guess we got to get to, you know, the biggest story of right now. Speaking of sports, you can't speak about sports without speaking about this iconic figure. You know, we were all just shocked at the sudden loss of Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, Gigi, in a tragic helicopter accident where, you know, 9 people in total lost their lives. What the fuck? Like only hours after LeBron James passed Kobe in the all-time scoring list.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I when my daughter came and told me that Kobe Bryant died, I got mad at first. Like she you know, I guess the kids, you know, they stay glued to the internet, so they seeing things happening like in, you know, right as it happened, like the first tweet, the first report that went out, and I thought she was playing or somebody just, you know, got it wrong. Then I thought, like, wait a minute, she's actually the one that told me, you know, that Nipsey passed first. And the first thing I do is check Twitter check the Twitter trending topic. And when I saw Kobe name at the top of the list, yo, my heart just sunk. Like, no. And then at first they were saying it was only 5 people. And
right.
when they were saying it was only 5 people, I'm like, oh no, I hope it wasn't him and his daughters. Like, you know, you
Yeah,
think,
at one point they were saying it was all his daughters.
like you're thinking,
and I was like, no, like please don't tell me that.
Yeah, like you're thinking it's the whole family, like the
Right.
wife, the kids, and stuff, and then finally when the report came out that, you know, it was one of his daughters, and not just one of his daughters, but like the daughter that was supposed to carry on his legacy. I was sick all Sunday. I was sick, like I couldn't take it.
Let me tell you, it's like certain people, you know, the way they live their lives, you know, sometimes you feel like you wouldn't be surprised to hear that they passed or some shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But somebody like Kobe, like this was just so like
Random.
Yeah, this is just so random. Like you never expected in a million years that something like this would happen to someone like him. Like,
right.
Just, you know, and then for his daughter to pass with him, like you know,
can't even
my
imagine.
heart just melts for his wife.
Like what his wife is dealing with, like, you know, like their final moments together. Like, yo, trust me, that all of that stuff was going through my head, like making me sick. And it almost bugs me out too, because I think we as people have just gotten so desensitized to death. Like, it's no big deal anymore when you hear, oh, this one got shot, and you know, you're always hearing about somebody getting shot or this, that, and the third. But when you hear about people dying in like car accidents or like a house fire or drowned, it's like, oh wait, I forgot. Or, you know, it's like, oh wait, I forgot people die like that too. And I don't know, I just thought about, first thing I thought about was, I guess the same thing everybody thought about was like Nipsey, like, oh wow, it's like LA and just, you know, and then I thought about Aaliyah and the private jet, like wow, stuff, you know, stuff does happen like that.
Well, if you think, you know, what was going on with Nipsey was big, like this shit is gonna be like fucking 5 million times bigger, like the Kobe tributes and stuff that's gonna be going on into the future right now. I guess Rage is trying to reconnect right now. I don't know what's up with this.
The fans were already crowding the Staples Center, like as soon as they got the news, like it's already thousands of people outside, and it was just such a weird overtone. You know, at the Grammys, it was like that was supposed to be a day of celebrating music, and you know,
right.
and just to have like that whole. You okay, baby?
Oh shit! Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you all right, Rage?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all just keep on, man. The nurses are here. I'm muting myself. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, mute yourself. They're not gonna put a you know, thumb up your butt or anything like that, are they? Give you a proctology exam on camera, are they? Hope not. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really unfortunate. I saw a lot of nice tributes. She was she was on her way. I guess she was aspiring to play for UConn.
Oh, she wanted to play for UConn bad.
You see the UConn team,
yeah, they gave her a jersey. They gave her a jersey with her number, and
yeah, like that's super dope.
Super dope. Man, I tell you, like oh.
It's just sick, gut wrenching to think about.
Did you see the video of the play of the
Well, now originally there was a video that came out and the people kind of gasping of the plane spiraling. That's not Kobe's plane.
See, I had a feeling some shit like that might come out.
That's not.
You know why? Because I could have sworn I heard people screaming in like Spanish or something like that.
That's not Kobe's plane.
Why do people even throw shit like that into the game? Like, shit's so fucking stupid.
And that's why you have to just kind of sit back and let a couple days go by and things process, because as soon as it came out, it was 5 people, it was 4 people, it was 8 people, it was 9 people, it was the whole family, it was 1 kid, it was fog, it wasn't fog, it was terrain, it wasn't terrain.
Let's talk about that for a second, Digga. Let's talk about the reporting of this, okay? Because we kind of gonna lead now into the scumbaggery that evolved from such a tragic incident. So let's talk about what I feel is probably the first scumbag move, right? Is the fact that TMZ reported on this apparently before the police even notified his wife.
Right.
So she found out, along with everybody else, that her husband and daughter died in a tragic helicopter crash. That's scumbag move number 1. Yes? Like, wasn't there a time when, we would hold back that information in order to let the family and all that be notified and all that type of shit?
Now, I will say this, though. When you're dealing with news and news outlets, I don't know, how do they normally verify with the cops that the families has been notified? Because, if you're from their perspective, and I'm not defending TMZ, I'm just speaking from any news outlet, like, isn't part of their job to break the story first? So that's kind of one of those.
That's what I'm saying. That's when it gets to, what's more important, breaking the story first or having some morality where, when some shit like this happens, we ask those questions. Hang on. Before we break this, do we know if the wife has even been notified? Like, does anybody even ask those questions? Or are we so super, hyped up about being the first one to report some shit that we just don't give a fuck because it's all about that paper?
I think it's because we're in these times of social media where everything breaks so fast. It's like they almost, I guess, feel like they don't even have time to ask the questions. Oh, if I don't report it first, CNN's gonna report it first. If they don't report it, so.
Well, I'm saying that's not.
But guys,
it's absolutely not right.
Put the brakes on that. You know what I mean? And have a little compassion for people sometimes. And I feel like, I don't know, for certain.
I definitely do think that people should get all the facts first, especially, like, you can't get on the news and say his 4 daughters, him and his 4 daughters were possibly on a plane. Like, I don't think you should be putting out, like, incorrect.
Well, I could have sworn I saw TMZ do that too, though.
But Jay, you gotta keep in mind, guys.
But they said 4 daughters and all that. Like, they was reporting wrong shit at first.
But guys,
you gotta understand, TMZ is not necessarily a news outlet.
That's what I was gonna say.
Tabloid.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, I'm not. But what I'm saying isn't specific to TMZ. I'm talking about all of these news outlets.
No, but I'm talking specific now to TMZ. I'm saying that I saw a fucking, because I got the TMZ app. So I saw they were sending out shit that said 4 daughters was on the shit. They said that at one point. You know what I mean? And all I'm saying is, the fact that they report on this shit so fast, TMZ is usually the first one to report on a lot of shit like this.
But
So
TMZ
there's
is not news, Jay. We have to keep in mind. We got to make a distinction between what a news
Right, but
agency.
people interpret it as news. People get their news from TMZ, although this is not a news outlet. So you got to be careful because they don't hold themselves to the same standards that a real news outlet would. A real news outlet probably would have asked the question, was the family notified and all that type of shit. But these motherfuckers don't really care about that. And that's all I'm saying. And that shit is kind of foul. It's not the foulest, though, out of the things that we're getting ready to talk about. Because things come in degree. But that's a little foul thing right there. I don't want to spend too much time on that. But I personally think that was foul. You know what I mean?
Everybody thinks that was foul.
And in the future, you know, I think motherfuckers need to be a little more, you know, cognizant of things of that nature, you know, like because you wouldn't want to find out, or, you know, from TMZ or whatever fucking, you know, Twitter or IG that your fucking loved one passed away. Like nobody wants to go through that. That's whack. So moving on, the next foul thing is what's this white reporter's name, Rave? The lady, what's her name?